Hey, Klara Adalena live. As always, excited to be with you and setting myself up so that we can get going. Take a moment to arrive. Share in a group. Hey, bring your awesomeness to dating. Every time I write down that one sentence, it's like I feel it again, right? It's like, this opportunity to be more of you, this permission to truly be the amazing woman that you are. Bring your awesomeness to dating. One of my women in the group yesterday shared that she was with a dear friend and sharing about her dating experiences. And the friend was, but why is it so hard? And why are you struggling with those things? I know you so differently. And I think many of us will recognize that, right? We show up with our friends. We are at ease. We trust the relationship. We trust ourselves. We are in our hearts, we connect with these people. Hello, give me a hello, then I know who is here. Klara Adalena here, and bring your awesomeness to dating. So with our friends, we show up in this one way, and our awesomeness is just part of who we are, as far as we have unleashed it. But with man, and especially in a dating context, it's like, that feeling. And we start doing all these funny things. We think we need to scale him. We think we need to judge him. We think we need to be funny. We think we need to be interesting. We think we need to prove ourselves. We think we need to keep the conversation going. All those crazy things. And then we're surprised that we don't get asked for a second date. It's actually funny, right? Hey, Egle, I hope I pronounced that right. Good to meet you here. So if you recognize anything, Egle, or if you have questions, please let me know in the chat. It's interactive here. But this is so important because the stakes are big, right? You want to really attract a high quality partner and find an amazing man and share a lifetime of love and happiness. But here you are on your second date, and I find I talk so much about that first date because it's so important. And we just have no clue. We are not showing ourselves the way we are, and we think there's all these things we should do, but they're not working. It's time to throw all of that out of the window and actually go back to that friend who knows you so much better and who is like, why are you doing so complicated? Just be you. You're awesome. Yeah. So that's one level that is really important. Find that space where you can be at ease. And I know that's easier said than done, right? How do we do that? Be at ease in a situation where we're nervous and we're hoping it will be okay and all of that. Well, first thing is give yourself permission to be nervous. If you would go to your friend and you would be nervous for a reason, whatever reason, you would tell her, right? Tell the man too, he's human. Tell it from a place of owning it. Hey, here I am and I'm nervous. That can be so sexy, right? I'm so excited to meet you and I'm really so nervous. It's a very different one from, I'm so nervous. And it's almost like, please take care of me, right? Now, nobody's waiting for that on their date. So it's not so much what you say, but how you say it. And that comes from how you are with yourself. Do you really own your feelings? That's one of the things we really learn here at the Love for Life Academy. Own your feelings. And it will make you be natural in any situation. At dates, at job interviews, you will get so much profit from this. And the paradox is that when we truly show up like that, then another good thing happens, because we can actually feel if a man is right. Our mind has all these complicated schemes and theories. If a man does that, then blah, blah, blah. And before you know, your whole date, you're going through that plan and checking boxing, and is he, terrible? How can you ever feel him, make a connection when you're in your mind like that? There's a whole different way to know if he's right. And that is, bring your awesomeness, open your heart, be alive, right? And when you do that, paradoxically, an opportunity of real connection opens. And in connection, we know if the man is right or not. And I had the other day a woman saying, and maybe you recognize this, Egle, or anyone else who's listening, at one day saying, yeah, but I'm doing all the work. I opened so much, and the man just stayed in his mind and his theory. Well, that could be several things. Could be true, but most likely it's not true. Most likely you are trying to be a bit more real, but actually you allowed his fear, your fear, to define the situation. That will never do, right? If we go into a shop to buy a dress and the salesperson is like, oh, I'm not really sure if I know what would be good for you. We're like, what's going on here, right? It doesn't really invite us. But if the person really connects with us and say, hey, hi, who are you? What are you looking for? Then we have an opportunity to actually see what fits us. And if it doesn't fit, we can just put it back and say, maybe I'll come back later. Right? So in the connection, things happen. But we need to dare to be there. If we stay holding back, nothing is going to happen. So this is something that's really important, and that I want you to get that when you're in your awesomeness, when you're shining, when you're radiating, when you feel at ease, then you're a totally different being, radiating a totally different energy. And man, feel it immediately, just like you would feel it immediately. But they don't think like, oh, this woman, is she in a good space or not today? What does she need? They just think, oh, well, not my type, right? We don't have time to really look into it. That's why people used to go on cruises to find their life partners, because you would be on this cruise for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and there would be no escape. So then you would have time to actually go behind, hey, who is this woman? Who is this man, really? Hey, Lakshmi, good to have you here too. So that's why people used to go on cruises, but we don't do that anymore. Now we need to be much quicker. So we need to show our awesomeness much quicker, right? And that is what we do by not holding back, by being real, by saying what you feel and feeling what you say. And I mean that very, very literal. When a man is truly, you meet him, especially the first seconds, what is going on in you? What are you feeling? Say what you feel and feel what you say. So whatever you're feeling, learn how to communicate that in a way that is not offensive, but that is inviting. And when you do that, don't do that from that fearful space like, oh, I'm saying it, but actually I'm not here. But we need to feel what we say. Say it in a way that you're owning it. This is what I'm feeling. This is who I am. And here I am. And we don't even add the take it or leave it, right? It's just here I am. I kind of course you will want me, right? That's the attitude. That's the confidence. That's the joy that changes lives. And I'm so blessed to be having so many amazing women in my program who are daring to actually do this. They hear me, we get very specific about how and in each situation. And then they come back and they think, oh, I did great, Klara. And they say, well, tell me. And then they tell me, so, well, thank you for your courage. Thank you for your sharing. But actually, I think there's 10 layers more. And they're like, oh my God, no, help. We're all human, right? But then they go out and do it. And then they come back like, wow, Klara, my mom responded so totally differently. They were so overwhelmed with surprise. Like, wow, hey, is this you? Is this the same woman? Wow, when can I see you again? You know, they're eager, they're excited, they're in. So I'm blessed to have women around me who really, identify and release their negative beliefs, go beyond them, take new actions, who truly step into their awesomeness, who unleash their feminine essence and start finding confidence in that place in themselves, in the feminine. Of all places, that's where the confidence is. And from there, they attract, they raise their power of attraction, and they really attract that man that meets them, right? Many of us know how to attract the wrong guys, which is kind of saying my power of attraction is very weak. I will just attract the easy ones, but the easy ones are the ones who don't really want anything. They'll just go with every wave and then, oh, you to you, oh, now next, on to the next. But when you raise your power of attraction, because you unleash your feminine essence and because you move beyond all those limiting beliefs, when you do that, then your power of attraction is stronger and you attract the men who are ready to commit. And that's what all of my clients want. And then you can build a life with that high quality man. And then, women, they write me back, like a year later, like, I don't know how I lived before. It's so much more abundant and blissful and joyful and loving now. Things really come together now. This is what I've always longed for. Those are the kind of emails that I get. So I feel really blessed to have women around me who really trust this process and who are doing it. Because that proves the system wrong, but that proves the system right. But more importantly, by that, they're changing their lives. They're changing my life. I become the one who can really help women. And together we're changing the world. Together we're really creating that loving world that we're all wanting to be, where nobody is holding back. Nobody comes with, things up their sleeve, but everybody is open and connecting and creating heart-filled moments. And together we are raising the frequency of love here on the planet. And that's exactly what we need, what the trees need, what the animals need, what the earth needs. So if this is speaking to you and you're like, yeah, I'm tired of holding back. I'm tired of putting myself in the waiting room. I'm ready to enter life, to enter love, to have it happening. but I don't know how, reach out to me. Klara@adalena.com/apply. I love really helping you find that way because it's there for you too. When you're committed, when you're courageous, when you're ready to follow your heart, that means, right? Courage, the action from the heart. And when you are ready to follow a program, to gift yourself that help and feedback from one of the top lifestyle and love mentors here in Europe, then things are going to change. So Klara@adalena.com/apply. Klara with a K, my name, Klara@adalena.com/apply. I'm excited to speak to you soon. I have high hopes for 2019 because we need it. We need the love. We need the connection. If we keep doing it all on our own, nobody has the longevity to keep at this game long enough. Times are challenging, but when we have love, we will come out on top. So thank you so much for joining me. Excited as always to talk. And if you want to know more, Klara@adalena.com/apply. And let's make your love life happening and have you attract that high quality man into your life and live a lifetime of love and happiness. Thank you so much and excited to speak again soon. Aloha.